1, 2, 3, 10, 6, sorry.
There you go. All right, folks, and welcome to another edition of Just a Couple Guys Talking Football with PJ and Tate. Well, it was an exciting week, Tate.
Yeah,
week
great
15, week. Yeah, a lot more teams eliminated. We'll get to that because I'm sure you're pretty excited about a few of those. But yeah, I mean, the playoff train is rolling. There was really a lot of exciting games. So let's not hesitate and let's go to the game from last Thursday, which was Atlanta taking care of business against Tampa Bay, 29-28, last second field goal. The only thing I kind of had an opinion about in this game, Tate, is when Atlanta was down by 2 touchdowns, they're trying to make it. They decide to go for 2. I don't know why, but they decide to go for 2. They don't get it. So then the next time that they can possibly be tied, they have to go for 2, and of course they don't get it, and they need a last second field goal to win. But in this day and age of, hey, we have to go for 2, can't we just go for the tie on the road? I mean, what's going on? Especially when you're down 2 touchdowns. I just don't understand that.
Yeah, I don't know. I barely watched the game. I'm just more surprised that the Bucs lost. I think it shows you that the Falcons are a much better team with Kirk Cousins right now. I still think it's I don't know what's up with the Bucs. I think they're, I kept saying all year that they're gonna be, they were coming down, they kind of were peaking, and they're coming down. Yeah. They're gonna come back up. I don't know. I don't know what's up with them. I don't know if it's still the injuries. It looks like Baker's kind of took a step back a little bit, but I mean they still scored 28 points. Yeah. So
yeah, but here's the thing. It seems like to me that they can't finish a game lately, and I'll be honest with you. I'm really worried. I know Carolina could have done themselves a favor and actually taken the lead of the NFC South if they would have beat New Orleans Saints. We'll get to that later, but I still think Carolina, could take care of business against Tampa Bay. I don't know what Tampa Bay's got here.
I don't either.
Their offense is kind of a little bit healthy. I know they had a lot of injuries, but man, their defense is porous.
Struggling.
At best. Struggling.
Yep.
And I know Todd Bowles is a blitz-happy machine. One little take I had that I thought of and I wanted to bring up to you was, are we not putting enough credit to how Liam Cohen was coaching Baker Mayfield and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers?
Yeah.
I think because if you see what he's doing in Jacksonville now, too.
Yeah, Trevor had a big game.
Trevor had a big game, and, I'll be honest with you, I don't know if we're putting enough, eggs in that basket, if you will, to, giving the credit to Liam Cohen, because, man, this Tampa Bay offense just looks lost from time to time. Baker looks lost, where he was definitely playing with more purpose early in the year. It, looks like they've kind of figured out Tampa Bay a little bit, and especially later in games, and they just can't finish.
Yeah, I think what you're seeing, too, is the power of coaching, the power of play calling. I mean, look at the Lions' problems losing Ben Johnson. I mean, I'm telling you, it's coaching in the NFL is so important. I mean, in college you can get away with just, power of players and, just talent alone. But, man, in the NFL, gosh, it just putting them in the right situations, adjustments.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I think they have taken a step back this year. I really did think they were going to make another climb, later in the season. But we just haven't seen that yet with them.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, let's just be honest, too, folks. Whoever probably makes it out of the NFC South, I don't know if I have high hopes for them, whether that be Carolina or Tampa Bay. Let's jump ahead, actually. Let's talk a little bit about that Jacksonville game. Let's go Jacksonville won 48-20, since we kind of led right into it. Trevor's looking good. And I'll be honest with you, Jacksonville's defense is no joke either.
No.
You guys got your hands full this upcoming week.
Oh, yeah. Another test, like I said, the Broncos got one of the hardest remaining schedules. So, I mean, I think we're finding out what type of team they are. No, Jaguars are on fire right now. Trevor's playing good. I mean, look, again, he's got a good coach. The coach it's not too big for him.
5 touchdowns, 330 yards. Yeah,
Yep.
I mean, that's no joke. I mean, especially, I
That'd
know
be
the
over,
Jets
too,
aren't
yeah.
necessarily world beaters.
No.
They just fired their
They fired their
defensive
D coordinator, which
Yeah,
I
and I'm
understand.
sorry to say. Yeah, I'm sorry.
Yeah,
to
he's
say-
cooked. I mean, he got, with the 49ers when he was there.
I think
I don't know if he's a
there,
coordinator. He's probably a position coach on the defensive side, and that's okay. But yeah, I think the dude's definitely had his run now. Like that, it's just like
It peaked a couple years ago. You're absolutely right, but
I mean,
Kansas
Kyle
City,
had problems with him.
Yeah.
With the 49ers. So, yeah, holy cow. Yeah, the Jags are tough. The Jags are tough.
Yeah, I said a couple weeks ago that I'm still backing it up. I think Houston will win that division, but I don't know if Jacksonville's going to go away by any means, and I think that Jacksonville's definitely going to probably be making some noise in the playoffs. Speaking about making some noise in the playoffs, the Bears beating down the Browns 31-3. Holy cow is right. Just needed a little bit more for the over, I guess. Shadur, hey, you're making us look pretty smart over
Pretty
here.
smart here, huh? I will tell you, I thought he had some good throws. That one to Judy, the drop ball that turned into the interception right at the goal line. I mean, that was a good throw.
It was a good throw.
Don't get me wrong.
That.
I've been really hard on Shadur. I think he's got some talent. I do. I just, when I went off last week, I don't see what everybody else is seeing in him, like the media thing, and like, I think he needs some time. I just think he's overrated. I do think he has talent. I think there's pieces there. But he played a real team. He played a real defense. He wasn't playing the Tennessee Titans.
Yep.
So
177 yards, 3 interceptions. Specifically that one to Judy. Judy should have caught that ball, by the way.
Judy's terrible. I mean,
Judy had that ball, and Jalen Johnson basically just ended up with it. It was unbelievable.
I know, but Judy drops since he's
time.
been here, since he's been in the league. He drops so much. He's a problem in the locker room. He's a prima donna. I'm the Browns. He's off the team next year. I mean, get out of here. You're a cancer. You're not that good. You think you're all world. You think you're an all, but you're not. You're not clutch.
No.
And like for a first round draft pick, I mean, complete bust in my opinion.
Oh, 100%. I mean, and here's the thing, and I'm not just trying to beat up on the Browns, and that's not what we're doing, folks. I think you might have a future in Shadur. They were talking about taking that extra pick that they got from Jacksonville, which will be very low now, it looks like. And trying to maybe, do they move into the quarterback game this next time? I think you roll with Shadur. I think it was a problem that basically your whole entire offensive line was out that game too. That's not going to help, especially against Dennis Allen, who's ready to go for pretty much any rookie. He baited, a couple of times to Shadur into throwing. He got sacked 5 times. It just wasn't a great game from the Browns standpoint. Do I think that Shadur has a future in the league? Heck yeah. You're going to, but like we talked about last week, it's going to take patience. It's going to take some time to learn. He's going to need somebody to come in like Ben Johnson, if you will, and on his second year and go, here's a system to where you need to go into. Yeah. You need to fit into this. We can do a little bit of the year running stuff.
All I'm saying is the argument with people saying, "Oh my God, he never got a shot."
He's getting a shot now. He's getting a shot now.
He never got a shot in training camp with reps and all that. Yeah, there's some of that, but the thing is like the media is like, "Oh my, this guy is so amazing," and it's like, not yet. He's got potential. He's got a lot of potential, but like a lot of the problems I'm seeing, yes, O-line. But a lot of the problems that I saw with him at Colorado in college, it's the same thing. Mm-hmm. He tries to avoid pressure instead of just getting rid of the ball. He runs around trying to make this fantastic play, and it's like you're not that great of an athlete. You can sit – you're a pocket quarterback. Shadur is a pocket quarterback.
Yeah.
But he takes unnecessary sacks, getting rid of the ball. He needs a lot of refined work. And I'm sorry, but Pat Shurmur did him no justice at Colorado.
No.
They did not. That was the number one thing of the pre-draft process with Shadur was his football knowledge and how he prepared. Not just sitting, not going to the park and throwing copious amounts of freaking passes, route trees with receivers. No, reading defenses, understanding it, but he has some tools there. He has a pretty good arm. He's pretty accurate. But I'm just saying, like, it's just ridiculous of how the media puts him, like, already, like, oh my gosh, he is a freaking a top tier quarterback. No, he's not.
Yeah.
He's not.
Well,
and like you can have a good game against the Titans.
Yeah. Heck yeah.
But when you play a real team, this is what happens.
This
is what happens. And yes, he needs more practice and all that, but let's not crown him. That's why I went off last week. But
when you harnessed your inner Dennis Green, if you want to crown them, crown them.
Crown their ass.
But
they are who they thought we were.
Here's the only I have two other thoughts about this, and I mean, obviously, number one, Caleb Williams made a couple great throws in that game. Bear side very much clicked. Dunze was supposed to play, then I guess hurt his foot right before the kickoff. Kind of technically cost me in a fantasy league, but that's okay. The main thing I saw was the Bears did not overlook the Browns. They went in there and they pounded them. They offensively and defensively, they gave them everything that they could handle. They're getting ready,
and that's what good teams right now at this time of the year when they play a not so great team. That's what should happen. 31-3.
And Myles Garrett is a freak. He got a sack in this game again. He's playing lights out. It's unbelievable. It's such a waste on that team, and I'm sorry to say that, Cleveland. And the other thing, Cleveland, is I don't think Stefanski's going to be there next year. I know he's won Coach of the Year a couple times. I don't know if you want him back because he doesn't look like he's too enthusiastic on the sideline either. And I get it, what are you supposed to do? But man, I think you got to try to find something else. And I'm sorry to say that because I still think Stefanski's got a coaching career in this league. Will he have to go back and be an offensive coordinator? Maybe. I don't know. I mean, maybe one of these teams is going to look at him if he gets freed out there and go for him. Next up, very exciting game in the morning. We saw a huge comeback. Buffalo Bills 35-31 winners
that was a
over
great
the New
game.
England Patriots. My goodness, what a game. I to be honest with you,
I think the Patriots. Gosh, what was their yardage? Their offensive yardage in the second half? It was so low.
They
I thought, I was texting you going, man, the Pats are for real. The Pats are for real. And I do think they're a very good team, but huge win for the Bills to go in there and come back like that. I think the adjustments by the Bills was phenomenal. I think it kind of shows you where the Patriots are at too. Look, because let's face it, I'm not always big in the strength of schedule.
Sure.
Because to me, they're NFL teams, they're NFL players. Sure. Every game's tough. But that division, I mean, besides Bills, I mean, come on.
Yeah. And listen, and okay, number one, I want to commend the Bills for not giving up. Because I think they were down.
They could have.
They were down 21-0, I think, at one point. I mean, and it was early in the game, and it looked like it was like, well, New England's got this division. New England's going to have the number one seed. Let's go. And Josh Allen turn around and put, I guess the team on his back. James Cook had a humongous day for them. I think that this was a good lesson for New England to learn at this time, okay? That even though you're up, not everybody's just going to give it to you. There's the ability to finish, and you got to make sure that you finish. They've got a lot of good pieces on that team. How far do I think New England's going to go in the playoffs is yet to be seen. All right, one thing that I did hear yesterday a little bit while I was kind of listening to a little bit of the football talk is everybody saying to us right now is, oh my gosh, look at Patrick Mahomes is out of the playoffs, Joe Burrow's out of the playoffs, maybe Lamar Jackson's out of the playoffs. This is Josh Allen's year. And okay, I could hear some of that logic. But I'm sorry to say, guys, I don't see the Bills making a deep push in this playoff either. It's not going to be pretty long until I think Allen's out of the playoffs, too. It could be first round. It could be second round. It could be the championship. I don't think that they'll make it to the AFC Championship. Maybe they'll catch fire. And part of that problem is because that team that let New England go wild on them the first half, and that's the defense. Josh Allen can't play defense for you, too. As much as I think that this, the media is trying to make this a story about, oh, look it's all fitting in a nice bow for Josh Allen. I don't think Josh Allen beats New England in the playoffs. I don't think Josh Allen maybe doesn't beat Jacksonville Jaguars in the playoffs, and they for sure don't beat Denver in the playoffs. So I mean, it's gonna be troublesome, and it's just so funny because we got to make sure that the superstars are talked about, and that's all well and good. But folks, we got some new ones on the rise here.
You got some new ones, and you got better complete teams too.
Yeah,
I think that's more of the factor too. I mean, the Bills are so one-sided right now.
Exactly,
I mean, in years
100%.
past, they had their defense was playing good, and their offense.
Yeah.
I don't know. I still think they can get hot. I do.
Yeah, they could.
The problem with Buffalo too is their seeding, because when they're at home, that is a tough place to play. Is in Buffalo. So,
well, I don't know.
I honestly think they could go into New England in the playoffs and beat them.
Okay.
I do. I think they could go into Jacksonville and beat them. I don't know if they can go into Denver and beat them. But I'm telling you, too, we'll get to it later, but I'm telling you, there's some holes in Denver's defense right now.
Sure.
And we'll go into that, but I don't know, man. I just think you can get hot at the right time. I did originally pick them to win the Super Bowl. I'm not necessarily saying that still, but man, if you just anything's possible once you get into it. So, that's kind of my take on the Bills.
I just don't like that.
A victory like that too, can just build so much momentum for your team.
I agree with you, and I just don't want to put the cart before the horse because all these other quarterbacks are out, so now it's Josh Allen's AFC to win.
But let's face it, too. Yeah, let's face it, too, with the Bills. They have got upset quite a bit. We'd be like, okay, they're back. And then they get upset by the Miami Dolphins.
Yep. Oh, hey, hang on. Here they are. And then all of a sudden, then they stubbed their toe
so let's see at the remainder of the season. I mean 3 games left.
Cleveland this week, so I would hope that they could beat Cleveland, and I think that they will. All right, moving right along. Let's talk about Houston Texans. That's another team I don't think the Bills would beat in the playoffs, by the way.
Yeah.
40-20, solid victory. Offense kind of lit up in this one. The main thing that is Houston that I notice when I'm watching games and I'm paying attention to scores on Sunday, Houston does not stop scoring. It's 3 points, 7 points, 3 points. I love it, too. It's like, just keep adding them up. Who cares? 10, 2, I got another 20.
You take the points that are offered to you. At this point, you take the points. You don't have to go for it on – it's just smart football.
Mm-hmm.
It's 4th and 5. You're at the 20. Take the 3 points.
Take the 3 points. Because here's the other thing. If it comes down to a 15-12 game, I'm sure I'm going to put my money on the Texans defense to win that one if it comes down to it. So I don't blame them. I mean, in my opinion, Arizona's toast. Not that they weren't toast before, but I think that you're looking at probably a new coaching change there.
What's it gonna take for them though? I mean, it's always a new coach. It's always like.
But what else are you supposed to do?
They need better leadership top down. Like seriously, when are they gonna get the right pieces in place?
I mean, you got Kyler.
You don't have a quarter. I mean, like, what do you have? You have McBride. You don't have much on the offensive side.
No.
There's so many holes with them, and they. The teams that really do good are the draft and develop.
Yeah.
I mean, the Broncos
Arizona just doesn't have anybody on it that it's just a bunch of kind of no-name guys. It kind of feels like, and I'm not.
That's how the Broncos are. The Broncos offense. Besides Evan Ingram, who hasn't done anything all year because they haven't really schemed him.
Yeah.
But, dude, they're all drafted and developmental guys. They're all drafted and developed, except for and their left guard, Ben Powers. Like, those are the teams that do good. Those are the teams that freaking build the foundation. And the Cardinals don't do that. They don't draft well.
Well, I think at this point, they have a lot of questions to ask themselves in the offseason. Kyler Murray, coaching staff, all of that. I mean, I'm sure the owner might even look at the GM, but usually sometimes GMs get 2 coaches nowadays, is like kind of the running thing. My whole thing is it's just bleak for an Arizona fan, and I'm sorry to say that. If you're a Houston fan, H-Town fans, You guys are you're pretty pumped, and I'm still thinking that you guys could go ahead and pull off the AFC South. You need to let Jacksonville calm down a little bit, but we'll see. Next up, we got one of these teams. We got two teams in a row that scored 0 points. The first team is Cincinnati Bengals. I picked them to win.
I did too.
Baltimore Ravens 24-0. I don't know who Baltimore is anymore.
No.
And frankly, I don't care to find out because I don't know who to pick them, how to pick them with them. You know, Cincinnati beats them 1-2. Yeah, that whole AFC North is just off for me.
It's a train wreck. It's a train wreck.
But the one thing I wanted to talk to you about was Burrow's comments last week a little bit, you know, about where his future might be and does he want to keep doing this and is it fun anymore? Listen, I don't think it's any fun getting your butt kicked in Cincinnati. And I wonder if Burrow's finally starting to just figure that out. Like, hey, they gave you the wide receivers you wanted, but if you're going to,
you don't have an offensive line,
right? You're going to get hurt.
You get hit. I mean, and that's been even when they got to the Super Bowl, and even when they get the years they get deep in the playoffs, the Bengals don't like. They don't run it. They don't run the organization well. It's kind of like Jerry Jones. Mm-hmm. I mean, but the thing is their owner Brown is even more cheap. I mean, he's cheaper. He's cheap.
Way cheap.
But we're gonna pay all these wide receivers. That's great. Like I always say, how many teams have won the Super Bowl with a Hall of Fame wide receiver? It's less than 5.
I agree with you. And my whole thing is
you can get these guys everywhere when you got a quarterback like Joe Burrow. Build the front line. Get a running back. You can get a running back almost anywhere because you got a line. Like there's so much talent at running back and wide receiver. You don't need 2 receivers just taking up all your salary cap. You don't. Oh, build your defense up too. Look at the teams that are constantly winning, who have longevity in the NFL. That's what they do. And so,
and you watch.
If I'm him, I want the hell out of there too. They're never going to. They're just going to keep throwing more money at him. But no. Like if I'm him, I want out of there. He's getting destroyed every year. He's hurt because he can't. He has no time to throw the ball, and he's tough as nails. But yeah, I'd be tired with it too.
I think it's a valid point, and I think the valid point is yeah, I know Joe liked both of those wide receivers, and I like them too, and that's great. A Jamar Chase. You could
trade him and get some freaking draft capital.
I think you could trade T. Higgins, whatever you want to do. Chase isn't probably going anywhere because, whatever the draft capital you want to say you spent on that one. But my whole thing is, okay, so Higgins is eating up that much money. I like Higgins. He's a talented wide receiver, but you only have one football, okay? And you're going to tell me that Oshivash or some of these other guys, Gesicki, some of these other guys couldn't make some plays for you too? I just think that it's just a poor run thing. I mean, you want to talk about cheap, Tate. Pro Football Talk talked about it that the Cincinnati Bengals stadium staff didn't even clear off the seats for the snow. All the fans got there and they had to clear off all their own seats. And it's just, what are you supposed to do?
The best teams, I'm telling you, organizationally down. It starts at the top and it filters down. And that goes from the office staff, the secretaries, everything. Everybody's on board. It's no different than any successful
corporation.
Anything. It starts at the top down.
And I think and if you're asking me point blank, will Joe Burrow be there forever? I don't think so. I think eventually it will get to him. Will it happen next year? No. Will it happen the year after that? Maybe that's, I'll start to put a timeline on it like that. But next up for 0 points, we had Las Vegas Raiders putting up a big old egg against the Philadelphia Eagles, 31-0. Eagles got right game. Raiders toast. I don't even know who started. Did Pickett start for the Raiders? Looking at that score, I didn't really care. But I believe it was Kenny Pickett. 64 yards of passing. 64 yards of passing and an interception. It was a great day for Kenny Pickett. Welcome back to Pennsylvania time. But yeah, I don't know. It just seems like do the Eagles have everything figured out now because they can beat the Raiders? Maybe. I don't know. I mean, they got Washington coming up this week. Washington's not necessarily the best team.
You never know. It's a division rival.
It's a division rival, though, and you're absolutely right. But my only thing is this. Eagle fans, you guys should still win the NFC East. Dallas losing, which we'll get to, which was a thing of beauty, is letting you guys win the East. Now, where you guys will go in that, I don't know. Let's see how healthy they are. Are they going to have Jalen Carter back? Is this offense going to still have problems? It still doesn't seem like they've got everything figured out. Beating up on the Raiders one week doesn't necessarily sell me. But you know what does sell me is the Los Angeles Chargers beating the Kansas City Chiefs, knocking them out of the playoffs for the first time in 10 years. 16-13. Patrick Mahomes, torn ACL. Chiefs fans, it seems like we've been circling this drain for a while. And boy, the air just got let out of the room for them. I'm sure you're pretty happy. I'm going to get out of the way for a minute and tell me what you think.
No, I'm extremely happy. It's time. Herm Edwards, I was watching him yesterday, and he brought up a very good point. He goes, the Chiefs are tired. 9 years of – and I agree.
Oh, yeah. It's like they played a whole extra season probably.
It's 20 yeah. I think we did the math at work. I think it's 27 extra games in their 9-year run. 27 extra games.
That's almost it's
almost 2 seasons.
2 seasons, yeah.
So, and let's face it, you can't do it forever. I mean, incredible run. I don't think it's over. I don't think the run's over. I mean, how much time do you think Patrick Mahomes misses? Because today, he's going to go in aggressive as hell. With his rehab and everything, he's going to get the top-notch surgeon. He's going to get the top-notch PT. He's probably going to start using Tom Brady's dude. To me, I could see him maybe not even missing a game. Because ACLs are now in today's technology, or players are coming back.
Right? 6
yes,
to 12 months?
Achilles, yes, that's a little different. Problem is too with a lot of these injuries that you start getting other injuries because overcompensation. But how he trains and stuff, I don't think they're going anywhere. They need to revamp stuff. But like I say too with the Chiefs all year, their margin of error is so small. Drop passes, they're not getting the penalties. They're not getting the refs are finally officiating a pretty good game now. They're not getting those breakaway penalties. I'm telling you, that has something to do with it. But their margin of success last year was so small too.
Yeah.
And it has been a lot of years, a lot of games.
Yeah, and it's
so
always been in their favor.
Eventually the ball's not going to bounce your way. I don't think they're going anywhere. I think Andy Reid and them, they're going to go back to the drawing board. It may take them another year, and they may be right back next year. They still scare the hell out of me as long as Mahomes is back there. But yes, it's great to have somebody else in the whole Taylor Swift narrative and all this Chief crap. I'm tired of it. It's finally okay, the ball is not bouncing your way. They pulled so much crap out of their butt too. These freaky plays. Mahomes is an incredible athlete, but he pulls some stuff out of his ass that like I swear to God, divine intervention's on his side sometimes. Yeah. But yes, but again, Chargers barely beat them. They barely lost. They barely beat the Colts. The Broncos barely beat them at home. So they're right there. And they played almost 2 extra games. A lot of the veterans on their teams in 9 years or two extra seasons. So
right. I mean, my thing is this. Will the Chiefs be back in contention? I'm sure that they will be. Will it be as fast as next year? It absolutely could be. I think they're gonna have to be serious about some maneuvers. Okay, and that is number one. What is your running game, and what is your deal with your running game? I don't think that Pacheco and Kareem Hunt and Clyde Edwards-Helaire or whatever else, whoever is the answer there. Patrick Mahomes was their top rusher so far this year. Pretty much every
that
game.
Ain't going to happen too with an ACL.
Right. And that's this. So now
he's going to have to throw from the pocket too.
Yeah,
which I think he can.
He can, but
a lot of his thing is running around, pulling stuff out of his butt.
Right.
And so eventually, I mean, he's a 9-year, he started a few games in 15 because but he's getting older now. He cannot, everyone loses a step. Just, Father Time gets you eventually. And now with an ACL injury, so
I mean, if you're Kelsey, you're done after this year, right?
yeah, you're done.
I
Throw in the towel. It's okay. Great career.
It's okay. It was a great career, and I just don't see him being the factor that he once was.
No,
he's making a boatload of money on other ventures. That's going to take more of his time. Listen, I think that it makes the most sense to me that Kelsey walks away after this year. So that's another hole to fill. I would have to say that you need to be honest about your wide receiver room. Rashee Rice is a decent wide receiver. Xavier Worthy is not paying,
though, dude. Like Andy Reid is a genius with finding them.
But you need to have a serious look and not just be like Juju Smith-Schuster and Xavier Worthy and
that's fine.
Brown are going to do it.
Andy Reid has shown that time and time again of where he finds it. He gets a lot of these weapons in the late rounds.
Okay, so is Andy Reid back?
I don't think they're going anywhere. I think Andy Reid will turn it around.
So Andy Reid's back next year.
Why wouldn't he be?
Okay, there's some talk of him being, that it's been a long time.
Okay,
too.
if they lose Andy Reid, then okay, that's a different conversation.
That's a different conversation, right? Because that's the only thing. If you tell me that, okay, Mahomes is back, let's say, let's just even say third week or whatever. So you got to survive 2 weeks. Andy Reid's back. Kelsey's gone. Yeah,
Let's see how Gardner Minshew does the last 3 games.
Yeah. Let's see. Minshew the Ginsu.
I'm not saying he's going to be the starter, but dude, I'm telling you, like, Mahomes has also had a lot of ankle injuries, a lot of knee problems, and he wills himself to do stuff. So, like, let's just see. Like, I think if Andy Reid comes back, and yeah, he's getting up there in age, and he's had immense success, even with the Eagles he did. Mm-hmm. He's a hell of a coach, and he finds players later in the draft. They draft well. That's why they're good. Yes, they'll spend some free agents and stuff, but
so okay,
what was Hill drafted at back in the day?
I mean,
I think he was like a 3rd or 4th rounder.
I think he was actually later,
and it could have been later
and a lot of that was because of his behavioral problems. If he didn't have the behavioral problems, obviously I think Tyreek Hill would have been a bigger pick. Okay, here's what I'm saying. I'm going to wait to see what the Chiefs do, but yes, they definitely have the resume, the history to say that they will come back and be contenders again. I don't know how long Patrick Mahomes is being out. I do agree with you that he will fight very hard in his rehab. That's all he ever does, is he works very hard at his craft. He will need to learn how to be a better pocket passer, at least for a little bit. But we'll have to see. Okay, now let's go to the other side of this coin. The Chargers. Are the Chargers legit? Are the Chargers enough for you? Yeah, I mean, I think
a little bit.
Legit.
I think they are. Well, they're getting healthier too. I know their O-line's not. I know their O-line, but their defense is good. And Harbaugh.
Yeah, by the way, their secondary and what they do, man, they shut down people, man.
Yeah, and Herbert, yes, we've talked a lot like how inconsistent he is, but he is hard to bring down, and he pulls a lot of stuff out of his butt too.
Mm-hmm.
I think they are. I think they're going to be a tough team. I do. Been wrong about them a lot this year. They're the hot and cold team too, but I do think they're tough. I do think they're dangerous. The Broncos, just for whatever reason, they just don't match up good. Like, I can see us losing that last game if we seed right and everything goes well. Like, why are we throwing it out there?
Right.
I have an opinion that you should not do that. You should still play your guys. Be smart, but play.
At least play a little bit, right?
But
yeah, we're going to start to see that real soon with some of these teams.
Yeah, no, three left. So.
It's a fight, though, I think, definitely down to the wire. I think the Chargers are definitely a dangerous team. And listen, I think they love this. 16-13, 19-16, whatever, 13-10. That's the game that they like to play right now. They are so comfortable in that one score, like, we got to shut you down for whatever. Like I said, that secondary scares me big time. It is a crazy, crazy how much that they got going on. Washington Commanders taking down the New York Giants 29-21. Big bounce back for Washington. Shocker. Get ready, folks. I wouldn't be shocked to see Cincinnati, after putting up 0 points this next week, put up a lot, put up some big ones. I'm not saying the Raiders will by any means, because they got their hands full. But any team that puts up 0 points, boy, their week of practice stinks. And I'm sure that they were fired up and ready to go. And look, they put up 29 right away. I got really nothing to say in this one other than Jackson Dart. Jackson Dart's got to be careful. He's back out there. I mean, the refs are pulling him off the field now because, he just looks like he's beat up all the time.
Well, he hasn't learned the NFL game yet of learning how to slide and running out of bounds and quit extending.
Right.
This isn't college, buddy.
Right.
And you've already had you've been on you've already had concussions, and there was other games too where they're I know he had a concussion and they brought him back in. He's not playing smart of protecting himself. He doesn't have that yet. He's trying to do too much, and I think that's going to be coachable, whoever they get in there. But yeah, he needs to learn to take care of himself because you can't. It's a different game than the college game. It's a different game. The speed is too much there.
So I totally agree with you, and I just think it's kind of funny that yes, now refs are grabbing him, pulling him off the field now too. He's under watch here, and it just is so funny because his beat up Giants coaching staff too just can't figure out that hey Jackson, you can't do that. You can't do that.
No.
I still think that he's their future there, but we'll see what happens. All right. It's come down to it. An amazing game happened on Sunday evening, or Sunday afternoon, I should say. Denver Broncos beat the Green Bay Packers 34-26. One of the better games that I've seen in a while. That second half was unbelievable. I
will tell you, when they went down.
Get out of the way. The only thing I want to say is, as a Bears fan, thank you. Because
you're welcome.
Yeah, you took care of business. So tell me what you saw.
I did pick them. My pessimistic self, I did pick them. I did think the Broncos were due for a loss. Bo Nix played great. Phenomenal. He's still missing on the deep ball a little bit. He's underthrown it. He's overthrown it. He's so freaking close. And once he gets that, I'm telling you, once he can start connecting on this deep ball, watch out.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
He is a franchise quarterback. He extended plays. He stepped up in the pocket. There were still a few plays, but he pulled some stuff out of his butt, kind of like Mahomes does.
Yeah.
That he could have stepped up in the pocket. But for a 2-year player, oh my gosh, I am so impressed. I will tell you, Sean Payton's play calling at a 2-point conversion, the pitch to frickin' R.G. Harvey, what the hell are you doing? Mm-hmm. And that one, it worked out. And then the last 2 drives at the end of the game was very, let's play not to lose the game instead of let's go win this son of a bitch. Mm-hmm. That was very frustrating to watch. I think you watched it too. Other than that, Sean and him are like this. Sean was screaming at him again, get the goddamn play in. They burned a timeout on the first possession because Sean's paragraph of regurgitating the whole damn script.
XY 47 sweep to the right.
Yeah. No, it takes 20 seconds to read his whole novel is a play call. But I heard a good thing too, that Sean is letting Bo be Bo, his personality, his fire, his drive, yelling at him. He's letting him be Bo. I will tell you, when they were down by 9 points in the third quarter, I was and they were marching again. I was oh God, this does not look good. If Green Bay gets up even a field goal, I don't know how we're gonna pull this out. But then Pat Surtain made the pick. That was the game-changing play, in my opinion. That sealed it right there. Yes, I get tired of the people saying if that we wouldn't have won if Parsons didn't get hurt and all that. We still would have won that game. But I'm sorry, we would have won that game. Parsons, they didn't have one sack on Bo. Just a very impressive win. Very impressive win. And I honestly, I'll be honest, I haven't watched a lot of Green Bay. I've seen the highlights, but they're good. And
they're a good team. They're a good team.
And I will tell you, LaFleur's scheming, they were playing some soft zone. I have not seen all year watching the Broncos that many wide open. And and credit to Vance Joseph making some adjustments in the second half. But I was getting really worried there. And that's the thing, though, too. Since the Broncos bye week, a lot of defenses have put up a lot of yards and moved the ball well. What I see, though, as soon as the Broncos can get one sack, holy cow, does their defense change. As soon as they get that first sack, boom. So we lost the safety, Brandon Jones, pec tear. So we got Locke back at free safety. So let's see what happens. But holy cow, great win. Yeah,
you hit Jordan Love 15 times. That's the way you do it. I'll be honest with you. I think that's the strength of your defense, is just getting in there and just causing so much havoc. Then you guys got a great secondary that's getting ready to just ball hawk if they can. I mean, listen, Surtain's interception was awesome, and you're absolutely right. That was a play that just kind of switched it. Because you're right. I was nervous for you guys. I was like, man, Packers go down here again. Like you said, it's not going to be an easy one. But you went ahead and took it around. And not only that, I mean, you guys stayed to your game plan and just kept working it, which was awesome. It was awesome to see the Broncos, by the way, run the football a lot more on Sunday.
And I will tell you, like, RJ Harvey's doing good.
Yeah,
he just doesn't have that umph, you know? Like,
but he's hitting the hole a whole lot better.
He's hitting the hole better. Like, you know, that was my complaint.
He's not timid. He's not
and that's the thing. He's a rookie, and he's figuring it out a little bit.
Yeah.
He just doesn't have that pop, like, to break a tackle.
Yeah.
An arm tackle. He still gets tackled pretty easy.
100%.
But, yes, I mean, he's the number one rookie for most touchdowns.
Yeah.
You can argue whatever. They're 1 yard, 2 yard, but whatever. So, like, Peyton is showing, like, I'm more on Peyton's side now. I still think he gets way too cute in his head sometimes. Peyton's, I think, weakness is he tries to scheme the perfect play, the perfect everything, and sometimes you just gotta line up and play ball, man. It's okay.
Yep.
Like he tries to be too perfect, or I'm gonna trick him. I need to trick him here. No, you don't. You don't have to trick him.
It's like he's, you know, that ever interwoven thing, like, well, if I do this, then I can do this, but if I do this, I can do that.
I will tell you, he is playing chess a lot, too. He will do whatever it takes. If I run these plays right now in the first quarter, it's going to set up this play in the fourth quarter.
Fourth quarter, yes.
So,
totally
yes, he is showing.
Like he's got to check those boxes off, too. Like, no, I have to get these plays in this quarter.
So and also, that we still have the biggest cap space hit with Russell Wilson in the entire league. God, so his first year with Russell Wilson, 8-9. Second year last year, 10-7. Now he's 12-2.
What is his money fully off the books next year?
Yep. So watch out. So watch out for free agents there and re-signing a lot of our players too. Like, I think the Broncos are building like a very good teams to come.
Yeah.
Guys are also guys are taking like friendly deals too. They want to be here. Like they said, like their culture in that locker room is all together, man. And honestly, the media still doesn't frickin' respect him. Oh, the Broncos would have lost if the Packers didn't have all the injuries. Baloney. Yeah, Parsons sucks. I felt really bad. I like Parsons, man. That was terrible. It was a non-contact thing. But they are building for the future, and like I said, almost all their players are draft picks. They're not free agents. Zach Allen's a free agent. Alex Singleton, our middle linebacker, can't cover anybody. It was a free agent. I mean, low free agent. But like really, other than that, dude, these are all draft picks. And you're starting to see the George Payton, our GM, like his genius of drafting.
Yeah, and that's great because he got a lot of flack for the Russell Wilson thing, which
Russell Wilson the Hackett. Well, they gave him total. Elway and the Trust gave him total control. That's not what he was designed to do.
Right.
He made some mistakes, but our ownership is doing whatever. $160 million new facility they're building right now. They are putting all the money into the program.
Money talks.
They have friendly deals for people who go to the games, like cheap prices on stuff. It's the Walmart. Yeah, but like they are all about winning, whatever it takes to win. And that's where you're seeing.
I think you guys are
top down, man.
I think you guys are still right there. I wouldn't be shocked to say that you guys would be the number one seed. I still could see it happening. I know you guys got not the easiest schedule to finish up. Yeah,
we got the Jags, we got the Chiefs, and then we got the Chargers. The Chargers one,
We'll have to see by then. You're right. Because, hey,
I think the
at that
Patriots
point-
still have the 49ers left. And I think other than that, that's their toughest game.
Hey, listen, the Patriots have the Ravens this week, and I'm not going to necessarily
Oh,
say
okay.
that's an easy one
No?
either. Because the Ravens,
The Patriots could have gotten exposed a little bit too.
I definitely agree with you there.
So let's see what happens.
Listen, I think this was a statement win for the Denver Broncos because of this reason. You had beat up on some teams. You had beat up on and not beat up on some teams, right? Really close game a couple times against the Raiders. I know it's a division opponent, but look at what the Raiders technically are. And, I think that going out there beating an opponent of this caliber just goes to show you, I think, and you're right, I think more people are waking up to the idea this week that, hey, the Broncos are for real. And, I mean, we've been talking about them being pretty for real for a while here. I think, and a lot of that is, you're absolutely right. You're starting to see that offense click on that team, too. You're starting to see.
I've been saying it all year.
Yeah, it's
the offense. Once the offense pieces, because we've been seeing this stuff like a quarter here.
Yeah,
all year long. That was the most complete game, offensive side of the ball we've seen. That is great because
100%.
it's the fourth to last game of the season. We're peaking at the right, and we're getting better.
Right.
So, but yes, the defense made the plays when they had to. But like the first half, the defense was not good. I mean, the first 5 possessions, Green Bay scored on every possession. Just marched it right down. I mean, guys were wide open. I've never seen that with this defense all year. Like, holy cow.
Yeah,
but the Commanders did it too. The Commanders did it too.
Yeah.
So like there's definitely a coverage issues at time. The good thing is the adjustments are happening, which is good. Like our middle linebackers can't cover anybody. I mean, and that's been a problem since we lost Jan Trevathan in 2015 and Brandon Marshall. We're right. We're there. We're training. We've learned how to win in every way possible this year.
Yep. Totally.
And that goes into the playoffs. And then to play in Denver, the fans are back in it. It's crazy loud. There was a lot of Packers fans, but it was still loud there.
Packers fans travel, bro.
They travel. Well, and then also with the amount of money they offer season ticket holders, like, okay, God, I could pay off almost my entire season ticket price with one game.
That's it. They love to travel, man. They love to travel, and they'll pay big time bucks. I think the main thing to wrap this up is the Packers feel bad for him that they lost Micah Parsons. I know, as bad as a Bears fan could feel. That's not what you want to see happen to anybody. Micah was having
even
arguably
Patrick
one
Mahomes,
of the better
man.
seasons. Yeah,
I don't want to see that.
I don't want to see that because the league is better when those guys are in it.
Mm-hmm.
Packers losing Christian Watson too. I don't know what's going on with him, but he's always injured for them. He's a factor. But, man, for the 3 games he's out there, he's a factor. It just kind of seems like to me. All right, let's move right along to where we have to humbly give old man Rivers a little applause.
Absolutely, dude. I thought he did great.
16. He fought so hard in that game. I was kind of speechless when it was looking like
I was too. I was rooting for him, man. I was like, "Come on, dude, let's do it."
Just do it. But yeah, they took Seattle down to the wire. Seattle in the last second.
He also just gained 5 more years of health insurance too by coming back. By the way,
I saw that too.
Not that he needs the money, but
listen,
or the help with that. But
I think that the Seattle Seahawks did not know what Rivers they were going to get. They got it now. I don't know how well that this story is going to end. I don't think it's.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't either. I'm with you.
For one game is one thing. Let's see what San Francisco does this next week against them.
Yeah.
I'm just nervous. That's all I'm saying. Seattle, good way to you pulled it out, but that's a couple times these last couple games, Seattle, where you're playing a team that you're favored by probably 2 touchdowns by, and you're barely pulling it out. So little nervousness there. You can solve a lot of problems this week by beating the LA Rams. But let's see what happens there. Speaking of the LA Rams, took care of business against the Detroit Lions. Big time game here on offensive wise. 41-34. Listen, the main thing that I saw in this one is Rams play all the way through. I just feel like sometimes that the Lions just can't get out of their way. They just can't get out of their way to put the ball in the end zone. Things are happening. I mean, they definitely looked like the Rams went to shut down Jahmyr Gibbs in the run. And that worked. Goff had some time. got Jamison Williams and Amon-Ra St. Brown. They just don't have all that extra oomph, as you said, from Ben Johnson or the line or this. It just when you put them as a one-dimensional team, the Lions look pedestrian.
Well, and the Rams are tough, man. Like,
Rams
holy
are a good
cow.
team.
They're a very complete team, and Stafford's playing lights out.
Yeah, it's good. I'm worrisome of Devontae Adams being out now. I think he's week to week is what they're saying. That doesn't give me great feelings, but they still got plenty of weapons on that team.
Yeah,
do they have enough weapons to beat Seattle this week? I don't know. Seattle took them down to the wire the last couple weeks ago, but the main thing is Detroit. You're circling now here too, and it's a shame to say because I think Dan. Their coach said a couple when they went to the NFC Championship game against the San Francisco 49ers, he basically said, Dan Campbell said, he goes, guys, I don't know if we'll ever be here again. And it's so true about the NFL sometimes is it can be gone like that. And I hope that that's not what happened to you, Detroit. I hope that it didn't just go like that. But man, there
was also some very questionable coaching calls in that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And
he
that's
had
the
him.
thing.
He had him, and he got too aggressive.
Well, that's Dan's thing.
What did we talk about the Texans? Take the points. Take the points, Dan. Take the points, and then right before the half, he kicks a field goal, and he's on the 1 yard line. It's like you go for it every time.
Every time.
I was just because I watched that game, I was rooting for the Lions so hard. I'm like, what the hell are you doing? They were up like, was it 17 points?
Yes.
I think by halftime.
Yes. Yes.
It was 17 or 14, and then like you let him back in. And it was funny because it happened to Kyle Shanahan because Kyle Shanahan does that all the time too.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just like, just take the points sometime because in the second half, all he had to do was take the points, take the field goal, and there's no way there. And nope, I'm going for it. No. Take the points, dude. You have good kicker.
I'll be honest with you too. A couple years ago or even last year, would I say Detroit, go for it? Yes, you have the team. This year, Detroit, I don't know if you have the team.
Yeah.
You're not getting the same push on your offensive line to get that yard with a running game. And as great as Jahmyr Gibbs can look from some weeks, man, can he go MIA on some other weeks, man. Because if people just put a game plan together to make sure to stop him, it's scary that how quickly he could just go pedestrian. And it's like, wait a minute, where's this guy that's scoring 3 or 4 touchdowns a game?
Yeah.
Detroit, you're in trouble for the playoffs. We said it a couple weeks ago. I don't think that this is going away. You got the Pittsburgh Steelers coming up this week, which they're not giving you anymore either. Carolina losing to New Orleans. We talked about this one briefly earlier, but the NFC South is one of those teams that any one of those teams is going to win the game. I don't know who it is, even when they stink. Go ahead.
The Saints have been right there in a lot of games this year.
A lot of games.
I'm giving them a lot of credit, man.
Yeah. Yeah,
no, I had the Panthers too, man. I don't know. The Panthers still like they're a tough team, but like holy cow, like the Saints are like the record doesn't indicate it, but they're in a lot of games. I think they're building something there.
I think Kellen Moore. Listen, I think
Kellen Moore's a hell of a lot better of a coach than I ever thought he was.
Yes,
so,
I agree with you.
Like to get this team to play up and tight every week when you're losing all the time. I mean, I think it's very impressive.
I would say this. I just was shocked to see Carolina with Tampa Bay losing on Thursday. So you know that if you win, you're leading the NFC South. If you win, you can win. The Saints are a division opponent, but beatable. As much as they're in every game, they're beatable. And you just go out there and you just do that. It just is shocking to me. Another thing that's shocking to me is how well has Minnesota bounced back over the last couple weeks? J.J. McCarthy, franchise quarterback, question mark?
What did I tell you? He's still a rookie.
You got
to give him time. He's a rookie.
Yeah.
McGinnis is doing great.
McGinnis, McCarthy,
McCown. Wait, however you want to pronounce that.
McCown 12, McCown 15, whatever it takes.
I mean, great scotch there, all right? But I'm going to tell you something. What did I tell you about the Cowboys? They're frauds. They're frauds, man. They are frauds. I do think Schottenheimer's doing a pretty good job there. Yeah. I never would have fired Mike McCarthy. Mike McCarthy's going to be a head coach next year, by the way.
I think so, too. Where do you think he goes?
I'm hearing the Titans.
Titans. That's not a bad thing.
But I'll
Yeah.
tell you right now, dude, like, they're frauds, man. They're frauds. And we're forced to watch it every primetime game. Look how many good games there was. Rams, Lions, Broncos, Packers, Chiefs, Chargers. I mean, come on. Hell, I would have took the Bears and the frickin' Browns primetime because everybody wants to watch Shadur anyways.
Listen, they're not primetime next week. They're at the noon slot for once. But don't worry, folks, because we'll have them right away again on Christmas.
In Denver, I guarantee in Denver, they're going to be the frickin' primetime game in the 11 o'clock for us, Mountain Time. There won't be a doubleheader on.
Well,
Thank God I have Red Zone.
Of course it will be. Of course it will be.
But they're frauds, man.
Because they're playing the Chargers. Because they're playing the Chargers, so of course it will be your game. I totally agree. They are frauds.
So I have Red Zone.
Schottenheimer doing really well. I don't know if Eberflus is the answer on defense.
No, he's not the guy.
The defense was showing some signs, but man, Minnesota's not necessarily a powerhouse. And Minnesota.
You know what's funny too is that Dak Prescott is the leading passer in the Cowboys' history, and what the hell have they done with that?
Nothing.
They've had one playoff. Isn't it one playoff win since they won the Super Bowl against the Steelers in 94 or whatever, 95?
I don't think it's one playoff win. I think it's probably a little bit more than that. But the only thing I'll say is every year that everybody was getting ready to make here comes the Cowboys, one and done in the playoffs. A couple years ago, the Packers beat them. Remember when the Packers went in there and beat them? Upstart Packers just out of nowhere smoked them. This has happened a lot to them.
Any team that and the Vikings are trending a lot better. But any team who's worth anything, the Cowboys have lost to. Broncos, the Bears. I mean, Broncos, completely boat raced them. I predicted that, and that's when I was really like, I don't know what's going on with the Denver.
The Bears
team,
boat raced
them. I predicted that.
The Bears boat raced them.
Yeah.
So I think that's
all I'm saying, they are frauds, man. They're frauds. And I got to hear this America's team crap every week. No, they're not. They're not. Just because Jerry Jones has in with the league because they sell a lot of merchandise.
Yeah.
Every other team gets flexed out, and we're forced to watch this crap. Enough's enough,
in
man.
Minnesota and Dallas, and it's no shot at
Sunday night game.
Oh my God, come on! Give us Detroit in the Rams.
Yeah,
give us anybody. Speaking of another snooze fest, was the Miami Dolphins playing the Pittsburgh Steelers last night.
Yeah, I was at work last night, in and out. We started getting busy. I didn't even care. I knew it.
I watched this game until it was 21-3. And then at that point, I said,
what did I say last week? The Dolphins have to go play somewhere cold. They're done.
Yeah, it's done. It's done.
And by the way, the Steelers are 23-0 on Monday night.
That's crazy.
So
they've never lost a Monday night game. That's insane.
How many Monday nights they get a year? I don't know if they get one or two or whatever. So 23.
Usually about one. Wow, that's impressive.
23-0. I heard that driving home today after work.
That's impressive.
Yeah, crazy. I still think the Steelers are frauds too. I don't see it. So
well, as much as I think that they're fraudish, and I definitely agree, that whole rest of that division isn't necessarily giving me any good feelings. I think the Steelers could have this. I think the Steelers could still win this division. Namely because I know that they got to play do they have to play the Ravens one more time, or are they done? No,
I don't know.
I think they got to play one more time, I think. I'll be honest with you. Nobody's giving me any good feelings from the AFC North, okay? It's definitely probably whoever's going to win this game is going to have a home playoff game, or win this division, I should say, will have a home playoff game that they lose at. So, because you're going to tell me, let's just say they have to play the Jacksonville Jaguars, okay? I'll take Jacksonville over Pittsburgh or Baltimore probably right now. Let's just say they have to play the Houston Texans if that happened. Guess what? I know who I'm picking if that comes down to that, and that would be Houston against either one of these AFC North teams. Main thing is Steelers, they're just starting to play right when you need to. It's now, this late in the season is when you want to get hot. So I can't take that away from them. That's the only thing that I'll say. Aaron Rodgers is still Aaron Rodgers from time to time. He does put together some things, but let's not, book our tickets to Santa Clara quite yet, Pittsburgh. All right, folks, that's what we got for our Tuesday after Week 15 for you. Stay tuned. Later this week, we'll have the P's with PJ Tate, where we'll pick the upcoming games, talk to you about what we kind of see happening, and, we got to get ready to talk about some playoffs here furthermore, Tate, because it's right around the corner.
Did we go over the Niners?
Oh, did we go over the Niners? No, we didn't.
I got nothing to say about it.
37-24. They covered. They covered.
By the way, I just want to make one point. I think you could argue this is one of Kyle Shanahan's best coaching seasons ever, of all the injuries he's had, all the people that are out.
Yeah.
That's
their
the
defense
quick note I had about that.
The one thing that I'll say, and I
bringing Raj back, Salam back.
Robert Salam being back, is it? Yes. Yes.
I really thought you and I called it last year as soon as he got canned. He's going back to the Niners. But he is. I think he got quite a bit of a raw deal with the Jets. If I'm the Raiders, I'm looking at him. But yeah, I just think he's doing a phenomenal job of how much adversity they've done, and he's shown that time and time again. Clutch when it comes to the big game. He gets in his own head, I think, a little too much. But I just think he's still a hell of a coach, man. So
well, listen, the Niners are a team that I wouldn't want to see in the playoffs. And to be honest with you, the Bears got a big games coming on up. We got the Packers this week, and they got the Niners the next. Both in prime time, by the way. It's going to be interesting, but you're right. I think the job that Kyle Shanahan's done, having Mac Jones being there for a while because Brock Purdy got hurt, all of those things, and being successful through that. Kittle was hurt for Brandon Ayuk, by the way, folks, he's just been moved to the does not report list. So the guy that they gave all this money to last year, he doesn't even want to play for the team right now. They don't even want him around. And they're still doing it. They're still doing it. So, but a lot of that hinges on this.
They've definitely gone away from draft and develop a little bit and trying to get let's make the run. We're doing it right now.
The sexy name.
The sexy pick. The sexy free agent.
Yeah.
Let's throw the money. But for what he's doing, and I think maybe that's why they do it, because they know how good of a coach they got. So
yeah, for sure. Because
me and I had them kind of written off. Like, I don't know.
Not this year. Listen. I just thought this.
How old they're getting and injury.
Of all the divisions that we were going to have 3 teams come out of, I just didn't think it was going to be the NFC West. And it looks like right now that the NFC West will have 3 teams in the playoffs. Okay, I think the NFC North will have 2, and I think it will be one each from the NFC East and the NFC South. And that's the way I think of it. I think on the other side, I think the AFC South, you're going to see 2 teams. You're going to see 2 teams from the AFC East. You're going to see 2 teams from the AFC South, West, and then you're going to see 1 team from the AFC North. I think that's how it's going to break down. What those, I think we pretty much kind of have the way that we're looking at this 1 through 7 on both sides, folks. It's about there. The seeding's not correct yet, but I think that the 7 teams that we have on both sides is pretty much there. I think it's, I think you could tell me it's going to be the Steelers win the division. Fine. All right. If it's not, if it's going to be Baltimore, then the Steelers are probably out of the playoffs. Okay. Because that's what we were kind of saying. But I think that what you got here is you're seeing that the NFC West is playing very good football. And you're right. Kyle Shanahan has done a lot with people being hurt this year. And they've had injuries a lot. But, man, you're right. They've had to recover from a bunch. And a lot of people have this year. And that's the main thing is the teams that play better with the injuries or have a deeper roster, tend to seem to figure it out, So. All right, folks, that's going to be it for us for today. But join us later this week for the P's with PJ and Tate. But we are out. That music.